I'm the oldest of 4 children, and I was raised in a single-parent home. My mom and dad divorced when I was 5 years old. They had 2 different types of priorities. My mom really focused on us kids and helping to raise us in a way to where we had everything we needed, from food and shelter and clothing to opportunities to grow and become independent, productive members of society. My dad really focused on golfing and drinking with the boys, and so at a very early age, when my parents divorced at 5, we moved back to Dallas, and I was not able to have a real active relationship with my father. I started to have some feelings of mistrust towards men in particular. You know, my mom tried to do the best that she could, raising us in a Presbyterian Christian home. You know, we'd go to church every Sunday, and you know, I'd listen to the sermons, and you know, it was a way of life, but it didn't really change the way that I lived my life specifically. When I was 12 years old, I was molested by my father's first son from his first marriage, and this was a really awkward time in my life. I was very insecure about my body. Things were changing, and although I was the victim, I really had a hard time not feeling guilt and shame. I didn't know how to approach talking to anybody about it, and I didn't trust anybody to talk about it. So I held that secret within inside me for many years, probably 15 years. I dated a guy in high school that I ended up marrying. We were together through high school and another 4 years after that, but my relationship ended in divorce, and again I had a lot of feelings of insecurity and just guilt and shame. I was raised to believe that you chose a life partner for life, not for a short amount of time. I met Zach in 2003. We're from very different walks of life. Zach was raised in a very harsh and punitive cult-like setting. He was ostracized as an adult when he chose to leave his church. When I met Zach, he told me all about his child from his first marriage and how his ex-wife had moved back to Minnesota, and he really had plans to move here so that he could be closer to his child and really have a relationship with him. So I was really excited to meet a man that was interested in being a part of a child's life, and you know, we fell in love, got married, moved to Minnesota in 2004. I knew that I wanted to raise our kids in a Christian home, but I also knew the challenges of approaching this with Zach because of his experiences. Our daughter Sequoia was born in 2006, and then we had another daughter, Olivia, in 2008, and then we had a son in 2010. And I really loved being a mom and being a wife, but I really still felt like there was something missing in my life. Zach and I, prior to kids, used to spend a lot of time hanging out in bars and drinking, and it felt really pointless to me. So last year we started looking for churches, and we decided we'd give Hope Summit a try. Immediately, the first time we came, we really fell in love with the music and the message and the wonderful people here. Hope Summit advertised a program of financial peace university. That really intrigued me because Zach and I had racked up quite a bit of debt over the few years that we had been married. We had probably, about $100,000 in debt between court costs and stupid spending choices, years of drinking in bars and making bad choices with money. So we decided to go ahead and sign up for Financial Peace University. Now, 14 months since that point, we've paid off almost $100,000 in debt. And then things kept going well. You know, there was a series here at church that really spoke to me personally. It was called Not a Fan. And the whole message behind that series was really trying to understand if you were just a fan that was on the sidelines, not taking an active role in leading a Christian life, or if you were somebody who was a devoted follower of Jesus. And although I had been a Christian most of my life, I realized that I'd been a fan. So, March 4th of this year, I was baptized. I was really excited to be here and in a church that cared so much about me. I also at the same time struggled very much with wondering if Zach would ever be at the same place, because I felt like we couldn't be successful together without us both being on the same page with our children and being able to lead a Christian life together. Just 4 months after me, he too was baptized here in this church. I can't tell you how proud I am of our family. Today, I'm able to forgive my brother for what happened to me when I was a kid. I'm able to have a relationship with my father as an adult. I give the glory to God because He's really trying to use us in different ways. He's trying to allow us to be the hands and feet of Jesus and make a difference in other people's lives. And we're not so focused on ourselves anymore. We're focused on helping others and serving. My name is Andrea Metz, and I am second.